So, well, we're going to do this. I'm going to introduce the gorgeous lady, but before that, we're going to sample some of your feedback from our SMS line 111 Joyce?
Yes, like our SMS line here, you can keep sending your feedback. Hi, I'm Mercy. I'm Mercy Jane from Kasarani. Kasarani Mwiki, you look amazing, ladies, and I love the show. Thank you very much. Kuna mtu hapa ameandika hi, HAE. You guys know how I feel about that. It is too, Hi Chatspot, Getty, you look nice. Dana, I love you so much. You always motivate me a lot. Hi beautiful ladies, it's Juliet from Kajiado. Show iko fine tu sana and kush na kupenda sana. Hi Chatspot ni Diesh. Diesh, I hope I haven't butchered that name honestly, even though imeandikwa kutoka Bungoma. Muna glow sana na show iko on fire. Let me read the last one. Hi girls, you look pretty and gorgeous. It's Mikey from Ruaka. All right, like we said, our guest is in studio and I feel like she doesn't need any introduction. Introduction.
Today, Joyce.
Introduction. Sijakunywa maji. But yeah,
it's tomorrow. It's birthday fever.
I'm getting rid of this, bad energy for this year yenye inaisha. Anyway, so she is an award-winning content creator. She is an entrepreneur, and most recently, she has a very new podcast, and we covered that story here on Chatspot called "A Letter to My Younger Self." I'm talking about none other than Wabosha Maxine.
Yay! Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah,
welcome back. You've been here before.
Kitambo. It's like post-COVID.
Yes.
That's Kitambo.
Post-COVID.
Yes.
I feel like she came when I was here.
But that was before COVID.
It was?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
was.
Okay.
Because tulikuwa si sote.
Pre-COVID.
Sindio, we were four.
Oh, yeah. Pre-COVID.
Hey,
Okay,
you see?
fantastic.
No, ni pre hata si post.
Pre-COVID, si post. I'm like,
Mimi niko future, by the way. You know me, I told you guys I'm waiting for you in 2023. So I'm like kind of ahead of everything. But Wabosha, welcome back. How's you been?
I've been good.
Okay, we are seeing you're doing amazing stuff.
Doing your thing. We
Uh-huh.
like it. We like it.
Just give us tell us a bit about you and where you started. Then we get to the juicy stuff. What's happening right now?
Yes.
My name is Maxine Wabosha. I am a recent mechanical engineering graduate. Along the way of doing mechanical engineering, fell in love with content creation. So got into that, and then now I'm a podcast host.
Yeah. So what was your first video? What's the first video? Can you remember the first video you put out as a content creator?
For sure, it was an eyebrow tutorial.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you actually started with makeup, not this
Yes.
lifestyle. And
Yes.
how was it? Like looking back on it now, do you cringe?
Very, very. Oh my god, it is terrible. Because my first travel vlog, oh my god, I was so shy.
Yeah.
I walked around, I was in Dubai and I just walked around with my phone like this. Said nothing. Didn't nilikuwa tu natembea hivi, naingia kwa cab, natoka around.
Wow.
So yeah, definitely the first videos are incredibly cringe.
They're definitely cringe. You should put RTBT one of these days. Let other content creators see where you came from, so that even though they know they can make it.
I will.
But let's talk about some of the things you've been able to learn throughout your journey. From where you started to where you are right now. What are some of the things you've learned, or some of the things that helped you to grow to the content creator that you are right now?
For sure, I have learned that consistency is key. In everything that you do, if you remain consistent, you're going to see some sort of result. There's no way you keep on putting in work and everything, and then you're not getting in any result from it. So I've definitely really learned consistency, and discipline is really important in any journey. Yeah.
All right. And you are now an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So let's talk a bit about Bosch Trip and what inspired it.
Bosch Drip is a COVID baby.
Oh wow,
so
okay.
Yeah.
You had nothing to do.
Exactly. I had nothing to do because once COVID started, a lot of campaigns were halted because no brand wants to be like, buy my makeup. Exactly. And people, are suffering from COVID, people are losing jobs. So when that period came, I was just really, really idle. Even when it comes in terms of content creation, I was having a creative block. I didn't even know what to film. So then I sat down and I thought about it, and Bosch Drip came into mind. And I'm one of those people who, I don't overthink things. If I want to do something, I just I just jump and fly on the way down.
That's very brave. You'll find wings on the way down.
Exactly.
And how's that been? Switching from being a content creator, meaning you work for people, and now you having to call shots for people to get the work done. How is it?
It's been very, very interesting. A journey, learning every single day, learning also how to deal with people, because in content creation it's just me and the camera, but now with the business there's people with actual feelings who, you know, sometimes might get disappointed even though you're really, really trying hard on your end. So it's a lot of learning.
So do you find it hard for people to like take you seriously, because you know they're like, well, every time someone sees you, even right now someone said, oh my god, you're so small. Like, is it hard for people to like take you seriously, or do you have like a stern face? You know, small girls, very dangerous.
I think one thing about me is I can kiki, but when it comes to money, I don't play with money. I do not play with money.
Your last name should be mine now.
Oh my, let's kwanza kubadilishana majina.
You know, that's a very Kikuyu mindset, man.
But tell us a bit about, you know, how was your last year for you? You know, apart from, you know, campaigns being, you know, put to an halt because, you know, there's a lot of things happening in the country, in the world, and no one is sure of what tomorrow is going to look like. How was that period for you?
It just had a lot of doing nothing, to be very honest. It was a lot of sitting at home, being idle, trying to pick up new things. I think that period we watched everything that was there, watchable. Exactly. So once I got now into Bosch Drip, at least that was taking a bit of my time and taking my mind off everything.
Okay. And I want to take you a bit back, kidogo. You said mechanical engineering?
Yes.
Why and how? Like, where did that interest come from?
I think after high school, I just knew I wanted to become a mechanical engineer. Because I found it really cool, especially a cool job for a woman to do. Like there weren't very many females in our class, even first of all, and I'm very into like women empowerment and women doing things that are not meant to be done by women. So for me it was a very empowering course to do for me, but like along the way I ended up falling in love with something else. Right.
So do you like, okay, this is a very like a layman question, do you like fix cars? Do you take apart like you take apart things like airplanes? I don't know. Like what is mechanical engineering?
Anything mechanical, basically.
So even a car?
Yes, even a car. Yes, any machinery.
You know, nikisikia mechanical mimi najua mechanic ule wa garage. You know,
the mechanic
wa kufix gari.
Hiyo gari utengenezwa na kina nani?
Have you seen how many cars are in the garage? Those guys have business.
Oh my. But now let's talk about, you know, the current thing that you just, you know, the latest baby that you have. Let's talk about your podcast. What was the idea behind it, and what inspired you to, you know, come up with such I wouldn't even call it content, but you know, such a podcast?
Actually, the idea of the podcast was birthed a long time ago, like literally right after Bosch Drip, towards the end of 2019. No, that's actually before 2020. Right. That's like 2019, so it was before Bosch Drip. That's the time that I knew I wanted to get into podcasting. And then now it came the idea of now what to talk about in the podcast. Now for me, I didn't want it to be very, I don't know, something that has been done before, questions that have been asked before. I knew I wanted it to be a platform where I call in people and they talk about their experiences, but I wanted to take a different approach, a different angle to it, such that these big people who we see have made it, how were they before they made it? So the podcast, we focus mainly on trusting the process, for to trust that you're just going to end up where you're supposed to be in life. So we look at the guest journey from the beginning, like beginning completely. Yeah.
And you've had a lot of interesting guests in like really vast like fields, John Alanamu, Chimano, like they're from very different fields.
Yes.
So what would you say is the one thing you've learned like collectively from everyone?
No one really knows what they're doing.
They're winging it.
Everyone is winging it, completely everyone, because like you've said, we have different guests. Like the oldest person is close to 50 and the youngest person was Wamboi, who at the time was 23. And the common theme is everyone at some point just has no idea what they're doing, has no idea if they're doing the right thing, but they're just trusting the process. Yeah, and you keep pushing and you end up somewhere.
Okay.
From the somewhere you choose where you want to go next.
Yeah.
It's just, but anyway, let's take a look at what she's talking about in regards to the podcast. Yes, so let me ask this. What is the most maybe shocking answer you've ever gotten?
In regards to what?
In regards to what you do.
With the podcast.
Our question, yes.
Yeah.
In regards to that, yeah.
I think maybe it is a letter that I got. Definitely a letter that I didn't expect was Wandia Gishuru's letter.
Right.
If you go to our Instagram page at A Letter to My Younger Self, you can listen to the entire letter when she reads it out. And let me tell you, I don't think anyone saw such a letter coming. She was extremely vulnerable. She talked about a lot that happened in her youth. And yeah.
Wow. So where can people go and have a listen to the podcast?
You can listen to the podcast on www.shaharavideos.com.
All right.
Yes.
Just say it one more time so that people can know where to get it.
www.shaharavideos.com.
All right. That's amazing. So what does Wabasha have in store for us this, this last quarter, the last leg of 2021? But I was like, this year, Aisha.
Yeah. I think right now we're just really focusing on season 1 of A Letter to My Younger Self, trying to get as big of a reach as possible, and then we start planning for season 2. Definitely it's something that I hope we'll have many seasons to come, because there are many stories out there to tell.
Told,
exactly. Even just from people who are not necessarily celebrities. So I'd want to really get into it.
Okay, so speaking of which, how has the response been so far? Because even from like the snippets, I'm like, what is that story? I want to hear it. Oh my god. Yeah.
It has been overwhelming. It has been really, really nice. Like, we have a lot of people coming to us with letters that now they're writing to their younger selves, like in comment sections, in our DMs and stories. And it's nice to see that it's making some sort of impact.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
nice.
And I'm like, it's a good thing that you're doing. How does it feel to be on the other side of the set?
Being asked the questions.
You're the one who's asking the questions.
The one asking. Oh my
Yes.
God, nerve-wracking. I used to be so nervous before like every single show, and I don't know, people don't know this work that you guys do is a lot of work.
Hey man, you have no idea.
It's a lot of work. There's a lot of research that goes into it, and also trying to be present during the interview to listen so that the questions can come from what the person is talking about. People like me with short attention spans can blink twice.
Bro,
And you're out. She's like, oh, what's happening? Has that ever happened?
Not yet.
Did you ever freeze? Like you're like not sure what you need to ask?
Yes, yes. I did once during Winnie's interview at some point, but at least it's pre-recorded.
So you can always cut. Then you it for live. Tunaangusha.
I know, right?
There are
We just
times-
go with it.
Yeah, there are many times I've lost my train of thought, but I didn't let it show because I'm a professional.
Period.
So any more travel? Because I remember one of the last videos. I used to watch your videos a lot. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. My YouTube thing like changed.
The algorithm.
Yeah, the algorithm. The last one I saw is you had gone to, was it Bali?
Yes.
So when can we expect some more travel videos? Because they're very informative.
Yeah.
Like I was actually like, So when I go and then I go,
Yeah.
So when do we get more travel?
There's a Diani one coming soon.
All right.
Actually, literally like next week. And then next, I'm hoping Philippines.
Ooh, can you take me with you?
Let's go.
Let's go. You had
Get packed, eh?
I'm going to start packing. I'll be like, you guys, see you in like 2 weeks.
Okay, so we've come almost to the end of the year. So what message do you have for your loyal fans who fully support you, love you, and also for your new fans who are watching you maybe today for the very first time?
Definitely always remember to work hard, have good intentions, and to trust the process.
Amazing. So maybe give us your social media handles before we call it an evening.
You can follow me on Instagram at Wabasha Maxine, YouTube at Wabasha Maxine, TikTok at Wabasha Maxine, and the podcast is at A Letter to My Younger Self.
So everywhere Wabasha Maxine, like
Yes.
nothing, no underscores, no.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And of course, what would you tell your younger self? I know I don't say only 25, but honestly thinking back, 25 was a life-changing year for me.
Yeah.
So what would you tell your younger self?
I'd definitely tell her that you've got this. You've got this. Just keep at it, keep doing what you're doing. When you feel like someone is not watching, that's when it usually really counts.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well,
So much
thank you.
knowledge for such a young lady. But anyway, guys, like Kush said, we have come to the end of the show. But it's only Wednesday. We still have a few more days with you. So CY10s, we'll see you tomorrow.